What's happening, party people? I am in San Antonio, Texas. Go ahead, hit that thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. Comment if you have time and you're logged in. I appreciate your support. And man, yesterday didn't seem too bad. Got up a little early, got the car organized, packed up, left the valley of Texas. Got up to Corpus Christi. Man, it was hot and humid when I got there. Finished that radiator install, those vacuum lines and everything. Got that heater core replaced, and then got over here to San Antonio, where I'm at now working on this S60 T5 manual, like a 03, something like that. Had a bad oil leak, cam seal popped out, so I'm do that job and head over to the Houston area. So that's where I'm at. That's what's going on. I appreciate your support, and thanks for watching. Oh, before I go, yesterday we talked about getting views and likes and algorithm stuff like that. I do realize that if you have multiple devices and you view the video on the different devices, it counts as a new view, even if I believe you're logged into the same account. And it's recognizing the device, not so much the account. So there's that. So I appreciate you watching. Thanks for your help. Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert. That's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. Kicking off the Tinker Day. Trying to pack Panther up, get more stuff in here. It's about half full. And this is the rest of the stuff we need to get in there. All this stuff, little stuff here. So we're going to start packing it in, because we got to get going. Oh yeah. What happened to my tire? What tire? That was here. Oh, I see it over there. So let's get to packing. Oh, wait to put that. This is the first level. And we're already weighed down. So I don't know how much more we can gonna get in here weight-wise, but it's heavy. Gotta get some more stuff in here. Got several more things up there. Got the car loaded. It looks good. Look at all this room over here I got. I could put two bodies over here. I'm glad management returned after they quit yesterday. But we're looking good. Gonna go have breakfast and hit the road. Gassing up, about to leave San Juan. That's where my load is. I am loaded down, folks. Good Lord, about an inch off my rim. This side may be a little higher. Maybe I need to move the weight over to this side. But let's go. We got a full tank of gas, full car, and we are on the go. That's weight messing with your gas mileage, but got to get this stuff back to Ohio and up to Chicago. Here we are, round 2 of the white 850. Got the PCV done. The radiator's in. I just put the fan in. I'm hooking up the emission stuff and the vacuum lines, and we're going to keep moving forward. Have this vacuum hooked up. This top line to this valve up here, let me put a light on it. So that's the EGR valve. I say that it accompanies the EGR valve. That top vacuum line goes right down to the EGR valve that comes up here. The lower one goes to the vacuum tree, and that plug is key. It only goes into that valve. So I got that hooked up. Then the purge valve got the purple line to it, and the other vacuum line goes over to the vacuum tree. This is the 94. So let's go ahead and put this piece on the fan trod. Believed to be the original heater core. Man, I don't even see no evidence of leaking on this thing. She says she does get a whiff of something that she thinks coolant, but maple syrup smell. So maybe it's leaking where we can't see it, but it's not leaking as bad as some of the others. And it's original. It's got a 93 year date on the end of that thing. We got a new one going in. Volvo heater core. Look at it, got the part number even embedded on there. It's different than what's on the label. 9144221 918444970. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this swapped out. And there it is, folks, going for its test drive. Come back, we'll retorque the wheels, see if it's idling any better, and make sure it don't have any leaks. Fresh PCV, transmission fluid, radiator, whoop whoop, and heater core. After a short drive, it is dry under there, no drips or nothing. So we are going to go ahead and put this up here. And this one is an earlier car, so it has the, I guess you call it the wing that gets screwed in there. It was not screwed in. I'm going to screw it back in. Then put the carpet down and then put this panel up here. What is that hanging down from there? Oh, I got to put a screw in there. That screw is under here somewhere. We are here to do timing and seals on this S60 T5 manual. I think it's 03, he said. And he got started and stopped. So I will finish this up. We're going to get started here and go until I don't want to go no more. So let me get started. Man, I have been here 5 minutes and already learned a couple of new things. This fancy jack, couldn't figure out how to bleed it, but you lift this up, you turn it, and it'll lower. And I thought I locked that up, but this actually moves with the handle, so that's cool. Then, I've seen these before, didn't quite know what they were. Lug nut sockets. They got this nylon plastic that protects your wheels from getting scarred up by your socket. So hey, we'll use that. And then his Milwaukee tools are so clean, I'm gonna feel bad if I get them dirty. So after I get done, I'll just run because they'll probably be dirty. And we got Bilstein HDs. Slotted rotors and a couple of pieces of hardware missing from the wheel skirt. So we need to find that stuff. And the metal guard is missing. I think this is supposed to have a metal guard here. But let's get this moved over. You can see some of the oil leak. Oil leaks will destroy your mounts. So fix your oil leaks when you replace your mounts. And we're going to get this timing on. It's got a V there. This timing may already be set. Let's check up here in the cover area. Yep, it looks like the timing is set. So we are going to go ahead and move forward. The coolant is drained. We're going to move the reservoir here and get to work. There is a video linked in the description there. Well, folks, I think I found our leak. That cam seal is hanging way out. That thing is almost all the way out. So let me ask him if he just wants to replace that cam seal or do the whole job. Doesn't matter to me, it's up to him. Yeah, he said the timing belt's got about 70,000 on it. Man, that thing looks good, but we're gonna go ahead and do it all since I'm here and he's got all the parts. And it's not always that a cam seal's pushed out by the PCV system. Sometimes they just come out. He said it passed the glove test, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do this cam job. So let me get with it. Got his own cam locking tool. Got a nice tool set up here. Nice snap-on toolbox. He's got a nice array of quality tools. Not the junk that most of us have. Here goes those snap ring pliers that I've been looking for that I need. I need to grab me another one for the road. I don't have one with me. Now the only thing he doesn't probably have is that special extra short T60 that's used for getting this cam hub loose, but I'm gonna go ahead and use mine. I brought mine with me. Let me go ahead and get these cam locking tools on here. Most cam locking tools that I've used, and this is something that may get people, the screw bottoms out in the cam before the tool is really tight. So what I normally do is get a thick washer and put on there because I want the tool tight in there before it bottoms out. So put a washer or two on there so that your tool gets tight before the screw bottoms out. So let me go find me a couple of washers. A common washer that I use is an exhaust manifold washer. It's just people try to get this tight, and a lot of times they'll break that screw that's bottomed out trying to get that tight. It may not need to be all the way tight, but I'd rather have it tight in the back of that cam than loose like that. Now I've mentioned in the past that this tip is off center like you see. Now you want to put this one with one hole and no threads on the exhaust cam, and you want to put the one with two holes and threads in it on the intake cam. That way when you lock them in, you can put that part of the tool through the top and thread it into the one that's on the intake cam. But they hit the same angle. Again, it's off center. And if nobody's told you, it's usually better to install the exhaust cam first because it's normally, I guess, advanced. Then when you install it, then you could pick it up so that it's no longer advanced and get the intake one on without any issues. Other than that, you'll be wrestling with trying to get them aligned. Get them aligned, put them together, and if for some reason your hole doesn't line up or you get your screw through it, loosen them just a little bit, get the screw through them, then tighten them down. These do not have to be tight, just snug. They'll hold the cams in position. And the mosquitoes after me, so out with the repel. What I normally do if my hands are not clean, I'll clean my hands, I'll spray my arms, get a light dusting over my clothes, and then I'll spray a bunch in my hands, rub my hands together, rub my neck and ears and stuff like that with it. Cams are locked. Now we could take this belt loose, mark this VVT hub so we can put it back where it goes and check the play on it and get this stuff off. So let's go ahead and mark this VVT hub. Now before I take this belt loose, I'm gonna break all of these loose. I'm gonna break this cam loose here, sprocket, pull that plug out, break that loose. I'm gonna mark all this stuff too. I'm gonna put a little mark on there so I can get that right back where it came off at. And there you have it. I got that hub off. I don't think that's a Volvo cam seal, but the owner says that seal's never been removed, so it probably is a Volvo seal. But it walked all the way out of the head for some reason. But we got new cam seals. We got a hub seal that goes in there. Never do your cam seals without doing that hub seal. And we got a belt and all those parts. So let's go ahead and get this water pump off and this idler and tensioner. They have about 70,000 miles on them. Now for the part that we love to hate. This has a HOWR water pump on it. So it probably has one of those black gaskets. So I'll spend the next 2 hours cleaning that gasket off of that engine. Let's go ahead and get a coolant pan under it, break those bolts loose, knock it off the engine, and see what the damage is going to look like. Houston, we may have a problem. That screw right there came out crooked. I don't see anything on the threads, but it was wobbling when it came out. So hopefully it wasn't cross-threaded. Let's go ahead and get these other ones out and see what we got. Strange, some of these came out rusty. This is the one that wobbled when it came out. Look like it's got one burr on it. That really don't look bent. All right, so there we are. We got to get some gasket off of that block because this HEPU pump had it on there. Man, that thing looks close. But pump still feels nice and tight. Probably has some miles left on it. And that's it, folks. That's what we got left for the gasket on that block. We got to scrape off that black gasket. If I got a black gasket to put on, I might put some gasket maker on there just to make it easier for the next person. Nah, I'm just going to put it on. There you have it. They didn't seem too long. I knocked off about 8:30. Last night, went and got something to eat, man. This restaurant around the corner, very good. Christina's, something like that. They did Philly cheesesteaks. I'm always wanting a Philly cheesesteak, and I'm always worried that it won't be like the ones in Philly. But this one, man, it hit it right on. I think the place is called Gino's out there in Philly, that it was dead on. But it had just a hint of something hot in it with a mild kick. That was like perfect. Icing on the cake. So enjoyed that. Getting started way late today, kind of like a normal day. It's almost 10 o'clock. I woke up at, I don't know, close to 4. Laid around there, went back to sleep. Didn't get up till almost 7:15, something like that. So I'm moseying around here, but I need to get out there, finish that timing job, put the fluids in that car, take it for a little test drive, and get out of here, get up to Houston. I should be in Houston this afternoon, maybe start some work tonight, and do much as I can tomorrow. And don't need to be in Houston too long, but man, Houston seems like they got enough work to keep me for a while, so we'll see what happens. So thanks for watching. Appreciate your support. Hope you have a great